Magic Johnson make a mistake?
If it was in Magic's hands to actually sign him, yes. I really feel, you know what I mean? I think Steven Jackson made a great point the other day that Chandler Parsons got $100 million on 2 microfracture surgeries. And Achilles are a bad injury, but it's more of the norm now. It's happening more often, and players are coming back from it. So to not take a chance on a guy that is, to me, still healthy, I think he's still better than Joel Embiid to be the best center in the game and not take a chance on him is crazy.
So how do you rationalize what the Lakers did not do? What do you think they were thinking? Just even if you're guessing, do you think they're thinking injury and baggage, or
maybe the misconception of his attitude.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of teams were looking at. You know, from the outside in, it's easy to do that, but playing with him and getting to know him and understanding him is a different story. I think for him to go to Golden State is going to be the best move of his career, because it's just be the first time he's finally in an organization that, one, and this is no disrespect to him, they don't need him to win a championship. So he can take his time and get healthy. 2, he's going to be around a bunch of great veteran leaders in Draymond and KD, Steph, Sean Livingston. Iguodala, Steve Kerr, just the organization as a whole. You know, he went to Sacramento as a 19-year-old with no guidance, no one above that can, you know, guide him or anyone he respected or listened to. So I think this is a different situation I'm really happy for.
Well, maybe that had a lot more to do with it, because with the exception of LeBron, who are the veteran guys that's going to be in that Lakers locker room that would be able to talk to him, maybe control Boogie?
I just think it's a different situation. You know, talking to guys when he plays on the Olympic team, he's a different guy. So I think when he has stars around him that are going to hold him accountable and just give him that look, which LeBron probably would have done, I think you would see a different Boogie. You know, Boogie's always been on bad teams. You know, not to knock on. New Orleans was great last year. You know, Rich even played well. I love Alvin Gentry and what they got going on over there. But like I said, in Sacramento, played every season just for the season. He knew they were going to the playoffs now, so he knows a different goal, different timeline, and I couldn't be happier for him.
Go ahead, Skip.
I've always been a big fan before he was drafted, but try to put DeMarcus's talent in big picture perspective. How gifted is he? What did you see?
He's one of the most gifted players I've ever seen in my entire life, from all aspects of the court, from, you know, shooting 30-foot three-pointers to being able to post up anybody, to be able to take anybody off the dribble. I've never seen a player with his size and strength to add that kind of skill to it.
And feel for the game. He averaged 5 assists last year.
I mean, he can average damn near a triple-double if he wanted to. That's what kind of player he is. So that's what I used to tell him in Sacramento all the time. Get everyone else going so you don't have a man and a half, 2 men on anything. It's you know, it's barbecue chicken. You're like Shannon section.
I'm surprised. It was reported that he turned down 2 years, $40 million from the New Orleans Pelicans. What surprised?
That was after his injury.
That was after his injury. So he takes 5.3. Now, in order for him to recoup that, now, he blew this in Sacramento because he was in line for a Supermax, over $200 million. He goes to New Orleans, he's in line for 178 if he doesn't get hurt. Now, that price is coming down, Matt. He's gonna have to start looking at, hold on, wait a minute. My injury had a large role with this. Okay, I granted I'm injured, it hurt my Achilles. But people looking at me, man, they think I'm a cancer. They think I'm a bad locker room guy. Even though I'm giving you 26 and 13 a night. And this is what some guys don't understand. It's like an employee. Some people think being a good employee is just working hard. Nah, you got to get along with people.
Well, like I said earlier, I think this is going to be the best situation for him, because this is going to be the first real family environment he's been into. You know what I mean? Like I said, I know Draymond's going to stay on him. I'm going to stay on him. You know, I live up there still, you know, back and forth. So, you know, like I said, I've kind of taken on a big brother role to him. And just have him understand what's going on. I think he's definitely going to show his worth. You know, like I said, there's no rush for him to get back now. Everybody knows what he's capable of. And he'll start showing his worth to the end of the season. It's just basically a one-year audition with the greatest team ever, arguably one of the greatest teams ever assembled. And he's going to show his worth. Now, whether he reads up there or if he gets a big deal somewhere else, I have no doubt that if he is able to get over this injury, which I think he will, he'll get his money.
So how do you envision Golden State fitting DeMarcus into their rotation?
I mean, I think it'll be seamless. Like I said, going into that situation, it was a situation where you got excited to practice. It was just such a cool, the energy was amazing. Coach Kerr was amazing. So I just think he'll be excited to finally play on a team where he knows that he's going to be playing in June. And for him to be able to be at the center and space the floor on that team, they've never had a space the floor five. I mean, David West is a mid-range guy that can space a little bit, but you have to guard DeMarcus at 30 feet. So that's going to open up the court for the rest of the guys. It's going to be ugly.
Is it possible that their depth lineup, as in smaller lineup, will become their second best lineup?
I think so, possibly, because like I said, I mean, Iggy is great and he's proven himself, but to me, if DeMarcus is healthy, it's hard to take him off the court at the end of the game because he can do a lot of different things, and they're gonna motivate him to play more defense, like I was trying to do in Sacramento.
So, we've talked a lot about these Achilles injuries, simply the worst basketball injury you can suffer, and it's sort of about 50-50 whether you ever come back sort of full speed. What's your gut on him, knowing his makeup, how hard he'll work to come back? How good do you feel about him coming back full force?
I feel great from the standpoint of, everyone has been talking down on him, what he is and what he isn't, and what he can and what he can't do. And I like I said, I've been checking on him all summer. I know he's working hard. I know he's eating right. And like I said, he's motivated. He knows he missed out because of an unfortunate injury, missed out on a lot of money. But to me, if you're not going to get a bag, going to Golden State is just like getting a bag because it's, like I said, there's nothing like it. Maybe outside of being a Laker was amazing, but going to Golden State in this era, there's nothing like it. And like, said, he's going to prove his worth, and he'll end up getting his money somehow.
Well, a year from now, if he proves the worth that you think he can prove, I think he'll be a hot commodity.
Oh, there's no question. There's no question. Like I said, I think going to Golden State is going to change his mentality and mature him and let him know how, like, okay, this is how you act day to day as a professional in an organization. Like I said, I think the whole family aspect of what Golden State is going to bring to him is going to be huge dividends.
Golden State might be looking at this long-term, Skip.
I agree.
Because if you think about it, Klay Thompson's like, okay, let's just say for the sake of it, I got 4 rings.
You're right.
Do I stay here, or do I go secure this bag over somewhere else? Draymond's like, hold on, I get it. Because at some point in time, Klay Thompson is saying, you know what, I love it. I'm playing with Steph, I'm playing with KD, but that guy making $42 million, I'm making 15.
Yeah.
I need to get 30. I need to get 35. Draymond's like, look, I'm Defensive Player of the Year. I do it all. I'm the utility guy. I'm the guts. I'm the glue of this thing. I need more than 15 million.
I agree. That's the biggest what ifs with this team. I mean, I think everyone is outside of Steph and KD, which KD continues to structure his contract to help the team. But these other guys, like you guys, Klay and Draymond, are definitely underpaid. Iguodala's underpaid. You know what I mean? So for these guys to understand what they have, and do they want to go down as one of these teams could possibly win 8 rings, or do they want to separate and kind of get on their own path and make more money? So, like I said, that dynamic and that chemistry is second to none. Being in that locker room, playing with those guys. So like I said, I just hope from the outside. I'm always talking to Draymond, like, you guys got to keep, no matter what, you guys got to keep this.
You can't eat the ring, man.
Yeah, huh?
You can't eat the ring.
But I get it. But like I said, when you win, I mean, these guys are all making so much money off the court now because you're winning as a team, and you're one. Like I said, you're one of these the best teams ever. So you're not going to get as much, but you're gonna make more money than you can spend anyway. Yes, you can. These new contracts, I'm trying to tell you.
Man, you see Jeff Bezos, $141 billion.
That's ugly.
And he buying pill pack. He bought Whole Foods. He buying delivery truck. So he's like, I got more money right now than I can ever spend, but he want more.
By the way, you left out the biggest X factor in Golden State, named Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah.
In case he's the best player in basketball right now, but I won't do that.
Yeah.
Because I will tell you that I know for a fact that LeBron did check in with him just to see, would you be interested in coming to LA with me? And I believe that Kevin Durant considered it for a minute, and he said, I'm going to try to win one more ring and maybe one more Finals MVP, and maybe a year from now I will rethink this and I will monitor how you guys are doing in LA and see how it fits.
I don't think he considered it at all. Like knowing KD, I know his heart's in Golden State. I don't know for how long, like I said, but I know his definite focus. I was just with him this year. His definite focus is Golden State, and that's where he's been. So I don't really see KD leaving there.
Not after a year, because he could do it again next year.
He keeps considering, structuring his contracts to have a way out. But like I said, I think it's more for the flexibility of the team.
How many business interests does he have now?
Oh, he's a monster. He's a monster. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of the guys that are really taking care of, in that tech space. I'm in that tech space out there and meeting a lot of people and talking. And he's taking it, like I said, these are the kind of guys that are taking advantage of this off-the-court stuff by coming to Golden State, the Silicon Valley atmosphere, and then you're winning championships every year. It's hard to beat.
Well, it could be that DeMarcus Cousins becomes a centerpiece in Golden State over the next 5 years.
I mean,
Right.
you definitely have to consider that. Like I said, I think, if you take his attitude away and get him healthy, there's not a better person than
Adam
basketball on
Silver
his
will
side.
veto any trade that puts LeBron James and Kevin Durant together.
It was crazy, because I was actually on the Lakers when they vetoed the Chris Paul trade. You know what I mean? And then we ended up going to the Clippers the following. So it's just like, to see it, is it good for basketball? That's a whole nother debate. But like I said, you can't get mad at him when no one else wanted to take a chance.
Right.
So
You can't be. I mean, fans upset. Adam Silver, you need to do something. No, you need to tell them 29 other teams to do something.
man. Like I said, Chandler Parsons got $100 million coming off 2 microfracture surgeries, and still hasn't really been healthy. You know what I mean? And Chandler's my guy. It's no knock on him. People took a chance on him because of his talent. Right. No one wanted to take a chance on DeMarcus, and everyone wants to be mad that, man, I'm gonna take 5 and there's 90% of the league making more, 80% of the league making more money than him.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys making 18. I ain't gonna call the name, but hey.
Matt, you got a minute?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Matt stays put.
Yeah.
We're back in just a little bit. Will LeBron and Luke Walton have issues in L.A.? We discuss.
Bron don't have issues with nobody.
I think so.
Before there could be a nation, there had to be people willing to fight for it, to take on the world's greatest challenges, whatever they might be. So the U.S. Army masters not only tactics and strategy, but also physics and chemistry. We make battle plans and create breakthroughs in medicine, science, and engineering. Our next mission could be anything, so we prepare for everything.
Why build a new high tensile steel chassis just to lower the driving position 10 millimeters? Why forge intake valves out of titanium simply to make them a few grams lighter? Why make paddle shifters out of magnesium when aluminum would suffice? Because when you're crafting performance, no measure is too extreme. The Lexus LC and LC Hybrid. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Nothing gets a family's full attention like my freshly prepared chicken. The delicious KFC $20 fill-up with 8 pieces of extra crispy chicken and sides will surely get your kids off their phones. And they may even look at you, their loving parent. KFC, it's finger looking good.
Good times begin with the cool, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's brewed with real iced tea. It's the hard iced tea that goes down easy with a twist. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Unwind with a twist.
The moment you realize you're ready to make dinner, but your oven isn't.
At Lowe's, we have more appliances to choose from, so you'll find the right one at the right price. And we'll deliver it for free.
4th of July savings continue with up to 40% off select appliance special values.
You didn't get a truck to do family photo stuff. So get some Firestone tires and go do truck stuff. Get off the grid stuff. Take it for a spin stuff. We break for animal stuff. Firestone Destination LE2, built for maximum wet traction and 60,000 miles of truck stuff. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
At Skechers Footwear, we know the dangers of a slip and fall are a leading cause of workplace injuries. Protect yourself with Skechers slip-resistant traction outsoles, water and stain-resistant uppers, and air-cooled memory foam insoles for all-day comfort. Skechers, where safety meets comfort.
People come to the Oasis because of all the things they can be.
Durant, Clark Kent,
Lex Luthor,
Iron Giant,
Batman. But they stay because of all the things they can do.
Home Ready Player One now. Better pizza doesn't start with luck. It starts with our ingredients. At Papa John's, that means slapping our hand-tossed dough just right, every time. Get 2 large one-topping pizzas for $7.77 each. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Best Western rewards you in a flash with a $20 Best Western gift card after your first day. Book now at bestwestern.com.
The LeBron reportedly had a 3-hour meeting with Magic Johnson before he agreed to come to LA, and also talked to Kobe Bryant. But Yahoo reports that LeBron had, quote, zero contact with Lakers coach Luke Walton during the process. It's pretty interesting. We're once again joined by Matt Barnes. Matt, you were teammates with Luke Walton during your time with the Lakers. Now, how do you see him fitting with LeBron?
This is a non-issue. I think, there's not much, they want to find something to talk about, but it's not an issue. Luke is cool as a fan, never played with LeBron, but know him. And I think, they know what they're coming here to do. They got a young, exciting team. And it could be special here. You can see everything I've said. I've always wanted him to come to LA. I'm a die-hard Laker fan my whole life, so it's great to see them, rebuilding and on their way up. Magic's doing a great job, but I definitely think this is a non-issue, and it's just going to be talked about because it's kind of at that time.
Yeah. I don't really see a problem there, man. I don't really see a problem. Because this is what I know about great players. Great players want to be coached. So when I come to you with questions, I need answers. And as long as Luke Walton can provide answers, he knows what the hell he's doing, he'll never have a problem. Great players want to be coached.
But I'll add to that too. Luke came up under Phil, which is one of the greatest coaches ever, and one of Phil's greatest attributes was kind of staying out of the way. Right? He gave us a game plan. If he put you on the court, he trusted you. And he said he wasn't up yelling, screaming, calling a bunch of timeouts. He trusted me. And I think that's, obviously what Luke is on now. Like I said, Luke is so cool, man. Luke can work on anybody.
Yeah. And Steve Kerr. So, look, LeBron, and this is not no issue. Did he meet with David Blatt? Did he talk to Eric Spoelstra? Nope. Probably not. So LeBron talking to the coaches, that's a non-issue. You know what you're getting with LeBron James.
When LeBron wants to come into the game, he just comes into the game. When he wants to go out of the game, he just takes himself out of the game. You got to live with it. I know. That's exactly how they operate.
When you go to these certain stores, Skip, you know what you get. You go to Tiffany's, you go to Cartier, you know what you get when you go there. You don't ask the price.
Do not.
You just say, I like that. And sometimes people say, I'll take 2 of those. So when you get LeBron James, the coaches, I don't want to talk to him. I just want him.
So it's very interesting that we have Matt here because you and Luke are literal contemporaries. He was born 19 days after you in San Diego, you in Santa Clara. You're both West Coast guys. You go to UCLA, he goes to Arizona. Yeah. You're both second-round picks. You both have pretty good NBA careers. Yours a little better than Luke's, but you were together for a little while, and he had some success, and he played with Kobe Bryant for, 8.5 years. So that's pretty good. The Luke Walton I have observed from a distance is his own man. He grew up with a father who was a basketball player, right?
Yes.
And his own man. And I don't think Luke will take anything off anybody. In the end, when Luke digs in, he'll dig in. I do think he will take a stand when it's time to take a stand. So I think there'll be some things that he'll say, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to do it this way. Will he be open to what LeBron says? Sure. And I do think LeBron wants to help coach the team because he's earned the right to coach the team, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting because I think Luke is more of his own man than the previous coaches that LeBron has had.
I would agree, but at the same time, I think Luke understands he has a great basketball mind. LeBron has a great basketball mind. Like I said, they know what they're coming here for. If anything, Luke takes a stand against these younger players, to make them understand, this is how the NBA is done. This is how you carry yourself as a professional. This is what it means to have this Lakers across your chest. I don't see any problem with those two, with LeBron and Luke. I think, like I said, I think the Lakers are surrounding, Lonzo's their guy, and they're going to keep him going. They're surrounding them with LeBron, who's a great basketball mind.
Yep.
They're surrounding him with Rondo, who's going to push him, probably try to tear him down first because he probably wants to start. But at the end of the day, mentor him, put his arm around him, help coach him, help further his game. So if they can just keep the dad quiet this year, man, it's going to be fun.
I agree.
See, there you go. You know that ain't going to happen. Man, you know that's not going to happen.
Crazy,
but you already talking about a little backup point guard.
It's sad, man, because like I said, he's putting this target on him. It gets bigger every single year.
It does.
Like I said, I talked about it earlier. To be the second pick from LA, you already got a lot of pressure going to UCLA, going to be a Laker. Then your dad keeps running his mouth, and now everyone probably dislikes him because of his dad. He's a great kid with a lot of talent, but I'm saying his dad keeps saying all this crazy stuff, and people are expecting more. They forget he's only 19. What's he, 19? 20? You know what I mean? So just give him a chance.
And by the way, Luke did take a stand against Lonzo because he didn't play him big minutes. He would yank him mid-first quarter like clockwork and make him sit for almost a quarter. He'd play Jordan Clarkson, whoever off the bench, because they were veteran and they were making shots.
I understand. I have to understand. I mean, there's definitely a pecking order. You know what I mean? Some of these rookies come in and take the game over, like Tatum and and Mitchell from Utah. But you know, Lonzo didn't definitely take that run. He was hurt a lot. You know what I mean? So to get that rhythm. But like I said, just to let him go out there and play. They're surrounding him with talent. I still think Magic probably has another big move up his sleeve this summer. And
look, we talking about.
I'm happy, man. Like I said, I'm a die-hard Laker fan. You know, Warriors were my temp from the Bay. The Warriors are my team, and you know, I really ride with them. But I love seeing what the Lakers are doing, and I'm a huge fan of what they have going on.
You know what I love most about Luke Walton? He didn't add or subtract minutes from Lonzo because of what his dad was saying off the court.
No,
I'm
he was
coaching
reacting to what he saw.
Yeah.
Or didn't see.
Yep.
I'm coaching. So here's where I think Luke can benefit LeBron in ways that Ty Lue could not. Ty Lue was so hands-off that when LeBron lost it for that moment after regulation of Game 1, when they had them on the ropes, and then JR did what, obviously, the free throw got missed, JR did what he did, and LeBron just lost it for a second. He sits away from the team. I don't think Luke would allow that. He would have gone over to LeBron and said, "Get back over here."
I don't agree. I think as
well,
LeBron,
then they would have lost the game.
Probably.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, LeBron was playing his heart out that game, and to lose on a you know, kind of a bonehead mistake that
it was bonehead.
It's going to be magnified because it was a finals, but stuff, you know, crazy stuff has happened before. I think, you know, those kind of, like, what do you have, 50 that game?
51.
He's
Yeah,
playing,
you got him on the ropes.
He was playing, you know.
Wait a second. Would you have taken 0-0 to start overtime in Game 1 at Oakland? Yeah.
There's no question.
Yeah.
Like I said, sometimes you know he needed to depress. I mean, exhale or whatever he needed. He just needed that second because you know as soon as he came back out there, he was going to be.
I know, but then he goes for half overtime and won't take a shot, and they're down 7 when he finally took a shot.
Their chance was to win in regulation.
Exactly.
If that game was going to overtime, they weren't going to win. And even if they won that game, it would have been 4-1. So it was just.
I don't know about that. Well, I think it's a whole different dynamic in Game 2. If you got Game 2 free shot.
Don't say this too much.
I just think the thing is, you say, okay, we go to overtime. But if somebody says, you know what, you're going to go to overtime, but with 4.1 seconds on the clock, J.R. Smith's going to get a rebound in the lane. And he's going to run out to the three-point line and dribble almost 3 seconds off the clock and then pass it at the last second. George Hill doesn't even get a shot on him.
It's hard to be a player, like I said, when you play your butt off and you know they definitely should have won Game 1. When you know you should have won Game 1 and then you end up having to go to overtime with the team, like, damn, we finally got these guys, we're going to get them in Game 1. To have to still go to overtime when you know you should have won, that's defeating as a team. To begin with.
Okay, but if you're that guy, you say, we got this. You rally your troops.
I keep telling him it's a lot easier said. Done.
So you're saying he's just a quitter? Like
no, he definitely doesn't. When you saw his numbers, he didn't quit.
You think Michael Jordan would have said, "Oh, we lost"? No, he wouldn't.
Everything goes back to Michael.
Oh, we lost.
But LeBron
it's over. We don't have a chance.
LeBron didn't say that either. You know what I mean?
50 points.
LeBron didn't say that either. I was thinking, yeah, he definitely didn't say that. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that happens.
Okay, I still say Luke Walton, having grown up around his father and a lot of great players like Kobe Bryant and all those Boston Celtics and all the way, he manages that situation different. All LeBron needed is somebody to put an arm around him and say, "Come on, we're going to be okay."
We don't
somebody.
We don't know how any other great player would have handled that situation because no other great player, with the exception of Magic Johnson, has ever been in that. Magic dribbled it. timeout in 1984. Magic dribbled the shot clock out. But to say a great
But that was the end of the game.
Right. They ended up going to overtime. They ended up losing that game.
Oh, okay. I got that game.
Yes. When he dribbled that. In 10 seconds, and he didn't get a shot off. He dribbled the clock out.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning. That was a little bit probably before your time. They called it tragic. Yeah. They called it tragic at that point. But do you know how depressing that is? Man, I was like, ooh, I'd have had to put puss in JR. You might have to touch it.
That's a mistake. Like I said, it's a huge mistake, but it's always going to be magnified because it was in the final.
Yes.
In that one game that they possibly could have won. So. It's going to be magnified.
Okay, but it's J.R. Smith. Had he not done that before? Had he not gone knucklehead?
I think, not only him, there's been tons of bonehead plays through the course of sports, but like I said, the fact that it's the final.
Yeah.
Is what's always why people are always going to talk about
it. And now that play, it overshadows LeBron's epic performance.
No question. And it not even to cut you off, it overshadows George Hill missed a free throw.
He did.
He's a 80%
for a career.
Free throw shooter, so it's
just me.
A lot of stuff.
I'm not putting the game in George Hill's hands. I'm just not. He did.
Look at the pass. He made the right, and that's always been the knock. He made the right, but
he should have made the right shot.
Kobe and Mike would have probably took that one-on-one. It went to work. There's no question.
You got Steph. You got the switch.
That's always gonna be the knock on LeBron. But he always makes the right play. So it's hard to argue that.
I got it. I'm not a George Hill fan, and you know I wasn't. I told you when they traded for him. I'm not. You can't put him in that spot. I was impressed he made one of those free throws.
Well, look at him in Sacramento. He couldn't miss from the three. He was shooting 47% because there were no expectations in Sacramento. Now all of a sudden you go to Cavaliers and you play along. Alongside LeBron James.
It's a hard job.
And he
big light.
Got shaky. Like he had too much caffeine. He missed that free throw. I blame George Hill. And I blame JR.
Well,
LeBron James is without fault.
Yeah, the one person you can't blame is LeBron. There's no way you could blame him.
He's without fault. I've been telling you this.
Take the shot.
There's no possible
and then we wouldn't be having this conversation.
But then if he missed the shot, then you
had a wide open cutter. Why didn't you put the ball? If
he made the shot, nobody would even see the wide open.
Let me ask you a question. But if he missed the shot, what are you going to say? He ain't clutch.
I know, but he had made 7 of 14 from distance in that game, from outside the lane.
So he had missed 7.
How does he do that?
Did you see the Toronto series?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, Matt.
It's okay. Just give him a break. It's okay.
We don't need no break.
3 and 6 in finals. It doesn't matter.
But he got there.
He's okay.
But he got there. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you obviously count rings, but how many people have actually willed? I've never seen a player have to do so much for a team to actually get them there. And then still have enough energy to drop 50 in the play.
Bottom line, Michael Jordan, basketball assassin. LeBron James,
but it's a different game. But you got to think about the speed of it. You got to think about the speed of the game now too. Mike might not have had the legs he had at the end of the games back then that he does now because the pace of the game is so much faster. And Mike was doing it on both ends. So Mike might have worn down. I mean, it's a different time, different game now.
Hey, I was there, and he was a killer.
There's no question. I watched him, but the ball was walked up the court back then too.
Yeah.
And he wasn't played.
And he wasn't having to rebound, get 9 rebounds and 9 assists tonight.
Yeah, and he didn't take off on defense like LeBron did for the whole year last year.
LeBron just took this in the last 3 years when his offensive load has increased. But you remember, LeBron was an all-NBA defender.
He was once upon a time.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really not right now.
Yeah, so don't sleep on him.
A lot of miles on his legs.
He's asleep on defense.
No, don't do that, Skip. Don't do that.
Oh, Matt, thank you for the information. Always love having you here. Coming up next, should the Bucks find a replacement for Jameis Winston? What is up with that situation? Back.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Every time a customer walks through the door, we promise to take care of the car. There's no shortcuts in life. If you're gonna do something, do it right the first time.
Firestone Complete Auto Care. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
How does Kind make a great tasting protein bar? We crack some nuts, add rich dark chocolate, spread crunchy peanut butter, and pack in 12 grams of protein and 4 awesome flavors. Kind protein from real food.
I've been making blades here at Gillette for 20 years. There's a lot of innovation that goes into making America's #1 shave. Precision machinery and high-quality materials from around the world. Nobody else even comes close. Now starting at $7.99. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Do your thing. Flee that nest. Seize that moment. Find your inspiration. Be extraordinary. Spread your wings. Mazda. Feel alive. Drive a Mazda this summer and chase the sun.
No matter who rides point. There are over 10,000 Allstate agents riding sweep. Call one today. Are you in good hands?
Your hair's so soft. Did you use Santa's shoulders doing one?
I did, Mom. Wanna try it? It intensely moisturizes your hair and scalp and keeps you flake-free.
Manolo, look at my soft hair. I should be in the shot now, too. Try Head and Shoulders 2-in-1.
Some things should never change, like the crisp, cold refreshment of Bush. But some things should, like Frank's camp songs.
Belly buttons are funny. Are you an innie or an outie? What do you got?
Innie?
Tell me what you got.
Outie?
Tell me what you got.
Innie.
We've got 3 innies and only 1 outie. What are the chances?
Yeah, wow.
Salads should look like this. Crisp leaves of lettuce, freshly made dressing, clean food that looks this good, delivered to your desk. Now delivered to home or office. Panera, food as it should be.
Rivalry now is not only on the racetrack, it's inside of each. One of their heads.
NHRA, New England Nationals, Sunday at 1 Eastern on FS.
I am the DQ Jurassic Chomp Blizzard. Nothing rivals my massive peanut butter bites. And you can only find me at DQ, so hurry in! Because I'm not fast food, I am fan food.
At the General, it's easy to get an online car insurance quote with your mobile phone.
Or on your tablet or computer, in minutes. Just go to the General.com. Monthly payments are low, and you can get immediate proof of insurance.
Get your anonymous online quote with low payments and ride with the General. General selfie time. Smile, General.
Sure. For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time. I am the DQ Jurassic Chomp Blizzard. Nothing rivals my massive peanut butter bites. And you can only find me at DQ. So hurry in. Because I'm not fast food. I am fan food. And I won't back down.
Could Nick Foles be heading to Tampa? The Philly voice says it's a long shot, but they discussed the idea of the Super Bowl MVP being traded to the Bucs. Tampa will be without Jameis Winston for the first 3 games of the season after he was suspended for violating the league's personal conduct policy. and a whole other issues. We welcome in NFL on Fox analyst Mark Schlereth. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Great 4th of July?
Yeah, absolutely.
All good? You got all your fingers?
It's always good when you don't do anything.
All right, Shannon, first, could you see this happening with Nick Foles? Could he be traded?
This makes a lot of sense for the Bucs. If I'm Philly, I'm not even thinking about this because I still don't know how healthy Carson Wentz is going to be. And this is what we know. Had they not had Nick Foles, they're not winning the Super Bowl when Carson Wentz goes down. So for me, this makes a lot of sense for the Bucs, especially given the circumstances to start the season. Now they do have Ryan Fitzpatrick. We know what he's like. We know what he's about. No expectation. Ryan Fitzpatrick normally performs pretty well.
Yeah,
when you place expectations on him, he doesn't normally perform well.
One good year, one not so good.
Exactly. But here's the thing, Skip. If Tampa were to do a deal like this or something very similar, you're basically saying you're cutting bait with Jameis Winston after the season. Are they there yet? For me, had I been running the Tampa Bay organization, given the set of circumstances in which I'm taking Jameis Winston with the first pick, I'm letting him know there's zero tolerance. So if anything remotely similar comes up, like what transpired, what was reported or alleged at Tampa, you got to go. Because he doesn't have the cachet, Skip. We haven't won a playoff game. I still don't see what I need to see for you being the number 1 overall pick. So it would have been zero tolerance. So once this comes up, I'm already on the phone trying to call somebody to get a solid backup to be my guy moving forward. So this is where they are. If I'm Philly, I'm not even entertaining this because I still don't know how healthy Carson is. And if I'm the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if you're thinking about something like this, this is telling me you're ready to move on from Jameis.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things here. Philadelphia, you don't know how Carson is going to respond. You don't know when we get in camp. Remember Ryan Tannehill 2 years ago, tears up his knee, missed the last 6 weeks, does not have the ACL reconstruction, but does the rehab thing, gets back into the season or gets back into the preseason training camp and blows out his knee. So, like, you have to make sure that you're protected. As a franchise. Well, the one thing I know about Nick Foles is when he had full seasons to start in the Rams organization, he wasn't very good. And Philadelphia, even after a 27 touchdown versus 2 interception season, they still got rid of him. So there are some question marks there as well. What are you going to get if you were Philly? What were you going to get? Back. Because offensively, when you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I don't think there's an asset on the offensive side of the football that you would look at and say, okay, can we trade our quarterback for an offensive asset?
Right. They're not going to trade you they're not going to trade you Mike Evans.
No. And then on the defensive side, there were a couple guys like Quan Alexander can flat out play. Yeah. Levante David can flat out play linebacker position. Yeah. Like I would. Look at those, but then you start looking for salary. I'll say this: they love Jameis Winston within that organization as a leader and as a football player. They love that guy. He makes too many repeatable mistakes. That's his biggest issue, is that he'll make those mistakes. But the guys love playing with him. Right. The organization loves him. His off-the-field decisions are those things.
Keep putting him in harm's way.
Right. Those things are the things that they are very. No, they're very concerned about those things. But as far as the on-the-field stuff, and he just needs to eliminate repeating mistakes. The one thing that you cannot tolerate as an NFL coach is a guy who's a mistake repeater. If you make the same mistake over and over and over again, then that's when we have to start looking to replace.
Either they can't coach it, or you can't comprehend it.
Right, and that's the biggest issue with him. And some of it is I want to be the hero, or I'm playing hero ball. And you've got to be able to be mature enough to step beyond that.
On the field, he made the same mistakes fairly repeatedly at Florida State, and yet I'm with you on this. I did endorse Jameis as the first overall pick. I liked his leadership qualities. I did not like anything that had transpired off the field because there was a long list of negatives, and there was one big negative we all know about. And yet I was with you. I said 0 tolerance. And of course Jameis said all the right things. I've reformed, transformed, grown up, whatever. I'm ready to seize the reins of this franchise and be the face of this franchise. And then that happened. How he only got 3 games for that, I don't know, but we'll leave that be for now. 6. I thought it was 6 to start with, right?
That's the minimum.
Okay, well, he got 3. But whatever, it happened, and he fessed up to it, and this is what you're left with. And I think a lot of people in that franchise, and I know a lot of fans and a lot of media in the Tampa Bay area are done with Jameis Winston, which brings us back to Nick Foles. I think he is an extremely valuable asset to Philadelphia right now. I know what happened in St. Louis, and I cannot defend that, although
Jeff Fisher was
involved.
So we can defend it.
Yeah. Right. He was the same guy that said Jared Goff couldn't play, right?
Agreed.
Jared Goff was really good last year, so, I mean.
So for his career, Nick Foles now has 61 touchdown passes to only 29 interceptions. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
That's a starting quarterback.
Right.
So he started 43 games in this league, and even with the disaster in St. Louis, he's 25-18. So he can win games in this league. And we saw him play 2 of the best back-to-back playoff games I think I've ever seen this side of Tom Brady, and he outplayed Tom Brady in the Super Bowl and won Super Bowl MVP. That's pretty great, because that's hard to do. Can he repeat that continuously going forward? I think he figured it out. I think he kind of matured in his mind. I'm not sure he had the most self-confidence until now. Does he work better in the Doug Peterson system? Probably he does. Jameis tries to do it all himself too many times, and he is a great leader of that team. I do believe they really follow him to a fault, because then he just steps off the cliff because he tries to win the game at the end. And he did a lot of clutch things at Florida State too, but he can be real unclutch because he'll try things you just can't try.
Well, you remember in the championship game, Skip, he threw the game-winning touchdown to Benjamin.
He did.
As a freshman.
I know.
So the thing that concerns me, Skip, he lied. He lied. He said he didn't do it. He said the Uber driver made a mistake about how many people were in the car.
That was a big lie.
And then Ronald Darby lied for him. Ronald Darby was in the dorm room or the off-campus apartment and co-signed with Jameis Winston's side of the story.
Didn't he watch it happen or want to filmed it or something?
So I don't lie. He lied, Skip. He put himself back in the very situation. Look, man, you can't do. Hey, shoplifting should be off. He said, you know, I knew the guy that would serve up the crab legs. They gave. Hey, I've been in college. Knew people work at a store.
Got the hookup.
Right. Circle K, they give me the thirst bus. I get all that.
Yep.
But Skip, with that serious of an allegation, your name should never, ever be mentioned in that kind of impropriety. Jameis, come on, bro. You got to make better decisions. But even if they want him back, Skip, how do they sell that to the community of Tampa?
See, because that's not what, when we talk about mistakes on the field, repeating mistakes, that's not a mistake. What happened in the Uber, that's sexual assault. Like, that's never okay. That's not like, hey, I had a few drinks and I made it. That's never a mistake.
That's character.
Right, and that is a huge issue. I mean, a huge issue for an organization.
See, alcohol changes. See, here's the thing. Alcohol changes your behavior. It doesn't change your morals. You normally don't do anything while drunk that you haven't thought about while you were sober. That's how that works, Skip. It breaks down your inhibitions. So now it gives you the courage to go ahead and do these things. Alcohol changes behavior. It doesn't change morals. Simple. Come on, Jameis, you're better than this. Or at least I hope.
Okay. So would
you
Nick
need to be better.
Yes.
You need to be better.
So would Nick Foles be better going forward than Jameis? Winston. Yeah, I'll give you that. But how can Philly give up its biggest insurance policy?
You can't.
You just can't.
Yeah.
Unless they offered a Kawhi Leonard sort of package of, you know, sun and moon, a couple of first-round picks over the next 2 years.
You're going to give... Miss Gerald McCoy and Quan Alexander, then maybe we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you're going to give us a couple of first rounders, then maybe we'll consider it.
He doesn't want to hear this, but the Nick Foles I watched on the biggest stage in the sport, both the championship game and the Super Bowl, he looked better to me than Carson Wentz ever looked at it. Point last year. He just did.
No,
he did.
Carson Wentz going to be the MVP.
Okay.
Carson Wentz was exceptional. Nick Foles in that playoff run. There's a couple games before they got in the playoffs where he was very shaky.
Against Atlanta, he was very shaky.
Early in the Atlanta game, in the second half,
he had one bad throw that should have been picked and wasn't, and that was the only mistake he made.
You talk about the game against the Raiders, which was bad.
Yeah.
Minnesota brought the #1 defense to Philadelphia in the championship game, and he absolutely annihilated it.
Eviscerated them there.
Yeah.
And New England brought the 31st ranked defense, and he did what he was supposed to do.
With Malcolm Butler watching.
Don't do that, Skip. Stop it.
Well, he was watching.
But Malcolm Butler didn't fumble the football.
This is a guy that was going to walk away from football. He was so sick of football, and Andy Reid gave him a rehabilitation.
Gave him a life.
Come and get a football rehab year, and look where he is now. We're talking about him being traded.
Mark, thanks for joining us. A lighter topic here. How do you feel about Joey Chestnut?
Jaws, Chestnut. Now we get to talk about.
How does Joey Chestnut feel today after what he did yesterday?
Even better question.
I had 74 chicken tenders yesterday.
Is Joey Chestnut the most dominant athlete in sports? Is he even an athlete at all? We have to discuss that coming up next.
No, I was talking about you on my radio show.
Good times begin with the cool, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's brewed with real iced tea. It's the hard iced tea that goes down easy with a twist. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Unwind with a twist.
Better pizza doesn't start with luck. It starts with our ingredients. At Papa John's, that means slapping our hand-tossed dough just right, every time. Get 2 large one-topping pizzas for $7.77 each. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Hey, Dad, what are you doing?
Kevin here says Mobile One annual protection is proven to protect for 20,000 miles.
It'll save you a lot of time.
And what do I always say about time?
You say there's not enough time in the day. And then you sigh loudly, and then you say your shins hurt. Hey, with all this extra time...
Sorry, buddy. Kevin and I have a tea time at 11. 20,000 miles between oil changes guaranteed. Mobile One annual protection available at these locations.
Oh, man, can this thing get any better?
Dr. Pepper, cherry on! A cherry treat!
Thank you, Tiny Wagon.
You're welcome. That's right, I talk. Deal with it. Dr. Pepper cherry, cherry on!
You didn't get a trunk to do binge-watching stuff? So get some Firestone tires and go to... Truck stuff. Try Firestone tires for 30 days. If you don't love them, we'll refund or replace whatever you drive.
test drive a Firestone.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Salads? Should look like this. Crisp leaves of lettuce, freshly made dressing, clean food that looks this good, delivered to your desk. Now delivered to home or office. Panera, food as it should be.
Why build a new high tensile steel chassis? Just to lower the driving position 10 millimeters. Because when you're crafting performance, no measure is too extreme. The Lexus LC and LC Hybrid. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
The moment you realize your half bath needs your full attention.
At Lowe's, we'll help you turn the bathroom you have into the one you've always wanted.
Lowe's 4th of July savings continue with up to 40% off select bath essentials.
Before Milicic and Cormier. Watch as Uriah Hall fights the undefeated Paulo Costa. Plus, Paul Felder battles Mike Perry. UFC 226. Saturday at 7 Eastern on FS1.
The FIFA World Cup is down to the quarterfinals as Uruguay takes on France and Brazil battles Belgium. The FIFA World Cup continues on FS.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. And if you're struggling with an IRS tax debt of $10,000 or more, I want you to call my friends at the Tax Defense Group. They recently turned a client's $100,000 tax debt into a fun. You gotta love that. So call the Tax Defense Group now. They'll give you a 100% satisfaction guarantee, and they're open 24 hours a day because tax debt doesn't sleep either.
Call 800-981-0663. That's 800-981-0663.
Medical alarms for people who fall or have medical emergencies. You never think you'll need one until you do. Hi, I'm Lonnie Anderson for Advantage Alert. Today, our advanced systems locate and protect people inside and outside their homes, plus when they're on the road, allowing users with the press of a button to speak with an operator who can summon help. And even after 30 years, Advantage Alert's products remain amazingly affordable.
Call 800-915-3106.
Comes down to 4 warriors. All entering the octagon to battle for the prize, to call themselves the Ultimate Fighter, plus undefeated middleweight. Israel Adesanya puts his record on the line against Brad Tavares. The Ultimate Fighter season finale Friday at 7 Eastern on FS1.
Welcome back. Shannon thinks LeBron is the GOAT of the NBA, but there is no doubt in any... Once Maya that Joey Chestnut is the GOAT of competitive eating. Chestnut ate a record 74 hot dogs in 10 minutes to win the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest for the 11th time yesterday. But there was a little controversy. A judging error initially had Chestnut eating 64 hot dogs. Which was later changed to 74. Thank goodness. Shannon, how impressive was this feat? I'll call it. It's
very impressive. And he is an athlete because he has to train to be able to do this, Skip. And to do what he does, the body is equipped with certain mechanisms. And in this case, when you do competitive eating, it's called a gag reflex. He's been able to suppress his for extended periods of time. Sometimes I'm watching it, I start to gag. And the way he's been able to do it, because Takeru Kobayashi, he was the greatest competitive eater. I think he won 6 in a row. No. And then here comes Joey Chestnut. He comes along. Kobayashi once started with the dipping, Skip, because before then everybody was just eating a dry hot dog. He started it. Think about this. Nobody wants wet bread.
Worst.
I don't put lettuce. I don't put onions. I don't put that stuff because I don't want a wet bun. So to be able to do that, and then Matt Stoney got in between and Jaws says, when I come back, it's lights out. And Skip, the way they be doing it, because if you notice, he said, I got into a rhythm. Think about that. Athletes are rhythm basketball. He got into a great rhythm shooting the ball. Yeah. Tom Brady gets into a great rhythm throwing the football. Yep. Joey Chestnut yesterday got into a great rhythm eating the basketball. He started, his moving and jumping up and down, so when he go down, woo, those things of beauty.
He's in the zone.
11 times.
In the history of Undisputed, I have never heard you more excited about a topic than you are right now about this one. Which leads me to believe that Joey Chestnut is your idol. You envy what he does. You would like to be a competitive hot dog eater.
I'm not a big eater, Skip. I even as I've aged, I eat even less than I did. And I was never a big eater. So, I'm trying to think, I haven't had a hot dog.
Fascinated by this, I can tell.
For him to be able to do it, and you look at some of the things, Skip, the dude ate 14 pounds of burritos in 10 minutes. Now, the record, when Kobayashi said 53, the record, that was in 12 minutes. This dude just ate 74 hot dogs in 10 minutes. He had 103 crystal sliders in 8 minutes. Come on. I can't eat 74 Skittles.
That was my question. Could you eat 74 of anything? Skip?
No, if you told me 10, 12 years ago that somebody would eat 74 hot dogs in 10 minutes, it's physically impossible.
It is.
It's beyond Ripley's believe it or not, because I don't believe that it's possible. And he did it, I guess, after the judging error, because he is athletic. And I've talked to him a couple times on ESPN, on and off camera. He's an impressive guy.
Yeah.
He is extremely serious about his craft.
You have to eat a lot, Skip, to expand your stomach.
And then you have to go through a fasting period to expand it, and you have to train your diaphragm and your stomach muscles just the way a competitive athlete would to be able to take the beating of this, because it is a terrible beating on your system.
Drink warm water to relax your stomach.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into it.
You have to have figurative guts to do this, because I think you have to have high pain threshold, because there comes a point, I know it's only 10 minutes, about 8 minutes in, your body is screaming, stop it!
Right? Think about it, Skip. You go out to dinner, and you order a meal, and it's not a big meal, you didn't get 7 courses, and you're like, I had enough. You just slide it back. But he's like, no, I got to keep going. Now, Carmen Sicani, he was right there on him. He had 64. So Jaws had to go. Joey Chestnut, he calls himself Jaws Chestnut because he can eat as much as
You're his biggest fan now. You are. I've never seen anything like it.
Skip, I watch.
Get a poster?
No. But I used to watch. And the women are impressive. Sonia Thomas, I don't know if anybody will get, I think she has, her record is 41. And Mika Sudo, yesterday she won. I don't think anybody will be. And these women are so small. And if you look at it, you think somebody that weighs 400 pounds could do it. But Badland Bookman, he never came close. Eater X, none of these guys come close. Matt Stoney.
You're a super fan. You've never heard anything like this. You know all the history.
I watch sports.
Why don't you try it?
No, I couldn't.
Don't they have a senior division?
No,
I don't know.
Skip, this Batman costume won't expand anymore.
Oh.
I can eat one a little bit right there.
I know, but you can train your stomach to take the beating.
A cup and a half of oatmeal, a handful of grapes, and some grapefruit. That's all I got for you.
You got a year to get ready to take down Jaws.
I can't beat it. I can't beat it.
No, we'll do a documentary. Like, we'll everything. It's like Super Size Me.
Dude ate 55 glazed donuts. I hadn't had 55 donuts in 20 years. Now, I used to like donuts because I would have 2 blueberry donuts before I played the game. That was always in my locker.
You would eat that before a game?
And come on. As a matter of fact, Skip, the game I went for, I had 2 Dunkin' Donuts used to do chocolate chip and blueberry. So I had 2 chocolate chip and 1 blueberry.
How much before the game would you eat?
I have, like 4 hours.
Oh, okay. Not like right.
No, right before the game. No. I would eat like 4 or 5 hours before the game. Because I didn't need anything on my stomach. Ooh, keep going. I might try this, Skip. Me and Jaws, help me out.
All right.
Tell me what I can eat
He's
a
a
lot
couple
of.
days off. He's now the competitive eating groupie over here. All
I
right.
need popcorn.
Who will be the better rookie, Saquon Barkley or Baker Mayfield? We'll discuss that coming up next.
Best Western rewards you in a flash with a $20 Best Western gift card after your first stay. Book now at bestwestern.com.
This is the Oasis. The first to finish the contest gets control of it. I would risk everything.
Own Ready Player One now. The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
The best of the best go head-to-head on the biggest night of the summer. The stars of the league, they're all here for an unforgettable show. The MLB All-Star Game, July 17th on Fox. Tomorrow night on Fox. Big 3 is live from Oakland in prime time. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Tomorrow night on Fox.
This is the box that started it all. The box that changed how people buy mattresses forever. This is the mattress so comfortable, people can't stop giving it 5 stars. This is Casper, the company bringing bedtime back to millions of happy sleepers, one box at a time. Try America's #1 rated mattress brand for 100 nights, risk-free. Save up to $225 through July 9th at Casper.com.
Promote what makes your business great with Vistaprint business cards. With more shapes, paper stocks, and finishes to choose from, you can create the card that's right for your business. 500 standard cards start at just $9.99 when you enter promo code 500cards at Vistaprint.com.
The FIFA World Cup is down to the quarterfinals as Uruguay takes on France and Brazil battles Belgium. The FIFA World Cup continues on FS1.
Low carb. It's like nothing you've ever tasted before. White Claw Hard Seltzer.
Salads should look like this. Crisp leaves of lettuce, freshly made dressing, clean food that looks this good, delivered to your desk. Now delivering to home or office. Panera, food as it should be.
Do your thing. Flee that nest. Seize that moment. Find your inspiration. Be extraordinary. Spread your wings. Mazda. Feel alive. Drive a Mazda this summer and chase the sun.
You didn't get a truck to do fake photo stuff. Get some Firestone tires and go do truck stuff. Try Firestone tires for 30 days. If you don't love them, we'll refund or replace. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Saturday after the World Cup, LAFC goes head-to-head with Orlando City. Sunday on FS1, NYCFC battle the Red Bulls. Major League Soccer, Saturday at 4:30 Eastern on Fox. Sunday at 7 on FS1. And I won't back down.
Welcome back. The Herd is coming up next here on FS1. Let's head over to our friend Colin Cowherd. Colin, what is coming up today?
Holly, there's a difference between mobility for pro athletes, which I fully, absolutely support, and you just being a complete flake. Kyrie Irving has moved into the flake category. Let's go.
All right, love it. Thanks, Colin. Looking forward to it. Time now for our final topic of the day. Madden 19 will be released next month, and we already know that Saquon Barkley is rated higher than fellow rookie Baker Mayfield. Barkley got an 82 rating, while Baker has an 81. Shannon, where do you fall here? You agree with this?
Yeah, I do, because running backs normally skip. Normally we say this. Running backs have an easier time transitioning from the college game to the pro. We see college players, high school players are in the running back position because what do? You catch the football and you run to the open area. It's a lot more difficult playing quarterback as you move up in level. It's not like, Saquon's a 92 and Barkley's a 75. It's only one. And Quentin Nelson is the highest rated rookie at 83 because he's an offensive guard, the guy I think from Notre Dame.
Yep.
So with that being said, there's nothing to get all upset about, but I agree with the rating.
I'm all upset about it.
Why? Because he's from Oklahoma.
No, if Baker Mayfield starts from day one, I promise you he will have more offensive impact than Saquon.
But what if he doesn't?
Well, I'm just saying, if he does, because you want to talk about an array of receivers with Josh Gordon and Jarvis Landry and Corey Coleman and Njoku, and I can go on and all those running backs to flip it to, including Nick Chubb that they drafted, that they are going to make some waves in that division. They're going to be the shock of the NFL this year.
But I'm sure they factor that in, Skip, because there's a possibility he might not. Well, we know there's a great chance he might not start, and there's a chance he might not play this season. So to give him this high rating and he doesn't touch the field, I mean, come on. It's okay, Skip. Saquon Barkley, he's being counted on to be the bell cow. Right now, we don't know where Baker Mayfield's his position is.
साढ़े 4 खत्म कर दिए हमारे पास 30 लाइसेंस रुक 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 पूरा सा सुना अनडिस्प्यूटेड लाइफ 30 तो सुनो
अरे बैग सुनो
जीरो
अपोजिट पानी जा शुरू हो जा लाइव है मणेल बन जा हैं मणेल ही लो मणेल नहीं बन जा अपने नहीं
लोग समझ से बदू ना
उसने हमारे खानदान की इज्जत को मिट्टी में मिला दिया है लालिमा
बस करो
यार पूर्ण कर सुना कितनी बंदे देखने में से खत्म ही गया वो न्यूज़ वाला खत्म हो गया तुम्हें पुराना लाइव जुड़े यहाँ न्यूज़ ही ना है फुटबॉल क्रिकेट में न्यूज़ है ना तो खत्म हो गई ना तो पुरानी लाइव होगी अरे लोग तक नहीं देख रहे हैं कुछ तो चले गए कुछ चले जाते हैं कोई नहीं तो सच कहना लोग कैसे जिले प्राण जिले वन एकदम वैसे तो इधर यहाँ पे जा सकते हैं लाइव यहाँ कोई
नहीं